रक्तनालाभिनी श्यामाङ्गी मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरी ॐ अमृतेश्वरी नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वरी नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वरी नमः.
So I welcome you all to the 61st refresher course in experimental physics. It's a privilege to be able to host such a course in our campus here. It was conceived, developed, directed and conducted relentlessly by Professor Srinivasan, who is sitting on the dais among us here. And it is sponsored by Indian Academy of Sciences. So it's a privilege and honor and pleasure to welcome the course director, Professor Srinivasan, and he's a fellow of Indian Academy of Sciences. He's a former professor of IIT Chennai and he has taught me a physics course in 1989, way back in 1989. I welcome you, sir. I welcome you, sir. I welcome the principal of School of Engineering, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Professor K. Shankaran. I welcome the principal of School of Arts and Sciences, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Professor P.V. Ramanathan. I welcome the chairman of Physics Department, Amritapuri Campus, Professor V.M. Nandakumaran. I also welcome Professor Narayan Kutty. He is a professor of Department of Physics. I also welcome Professor Alex Varkey. I don't know if he's here in the audience. Professor Varkey from Kalamassery, who will be helping Professor Srinivasan in conducting this course. I welcome all the resource persons from the Physics Department, Ms. Ramya S., Ms. Danya S.R., Ms. Roshima N.S. These people will be giving the lectures and helping Professor Srinivasan in conducting this course. And it's a great pleasure to welcome all participants to this refresher course and other faculty and students of this campus who have gathered here. Thank you.
Om Namah Shivaya. It's my pleasure to introduce Professor R. Srinivasan to this audience. There until since 1990. From 1996 to 2007, he was a visiting scientist at the Raman Research Institute, and where he helped them to develop initiated the work on cold atoms generated by laser cooling. In 2001, the Academy of Sciences asked him to start the refresher courses in experimental physics. And since then, he has been tirelessly working on those. Professor Srinivasan, to start with, he was a theoretical physicist. And then, somewhere in the 1970s, he completely changed to experimental physics. So I would say that he is a complete, total physicist who has worked in both experiment and theory. I had the good fortune to attend some of his classes on electrodynamics during my MSc stay. And I still cherish those classes. You will see how interesting his classes will be once you listen to him. I have great pleasure in welcoming Professor Srinivasan to this audience.
I request the director of this course, Professor Srinivasan, the Fellow of Indian Academy of Sciences, to give the inaugural speech.
Professor Shankaran, Professor Ramanathan, Professor Nandakumaran, Professor Narayan Kuti, Dr. Ganesh Sundaram, and participants to this course. Let me first say that I am very happy to be in this university because I am told that there are a large number of ex-students of IIT Madras who are on the faculty of the engineering as well as science departments. It's a great pleasure to meet some of them and to realize that after so many years they still remember me, because I think it should be something like 30 to 40 years since they were students there. See, in 1993, the Indian Academy of Sciences constituted a committee to find out in what way the Indian Academy Fellows can help improving the teaching in universities. So I was a member of this committee. They made many recommendations, including that one should start institutions like IITs purely for science education, which has been implemented now. But we also felt that the fellows of the academy can help by conducting 2-week refresher courses in all branches of science, engineering and medicine to update the knowledge of teachers in universities. Secondly, it was decided that the academy will offer summer research fellowships for students and teachers to come and work during summer for 2 months with fellows of the academy on some research project. Thirdly, it was decided that a journal of science education called Resonance will be started, where articles at the level of BSc and maybe first year MSc will be published on current developments in physics, in science. So in 96, the academy started refresher courses, and all refresher courses in the early days were only theory courses. So 2001 I was asked whether I will develop a refresher course in experimental physics, and I took the help of a young colleague, Dr. Priyolkar from Goa University, to commence this activity. Till 2009, progress was slow. We were doing only one course, at best 2 courses in a year. But in 2008, I found a company to bring out a commercial kit of the equipment that we had developed for about 25 experiments at a cost to be fixed by the Indian Academy. And once the kit came out, the demand for the course grew. In 2010 December, I did the 25th course. And today, in 2014 July, I am doing the 60th course here, in 61st course in this university. Actually, every year I am doing, for the last 2 years, 11 courses in a year, traveling from place to place every month and conducting the course. The experiments have been included in the syllabi of many universities, including in Kerala, the University of Calicut and Kottayam. About 250 kits have been sold by that company to various organizations, and these experiments are used in IISCR. The next course I am going to conduct will be in IISCR Mohalli in Chandigarh on 6th July. So IITs are using these courses, and the academy felt that because of my growing age, I am 83, so they should not tax me too much, making me travel from place to place. So now they have entered into MOUs with a few universities where necessary infrastructure exists. Faculty have been trained so that these universities will conduct 2 courses the way I have been doing it over the past years. So Goa has conducted 1 course in May. Bombay the course is just coming to a close, and Punjab and the Mata Vaishno Devi University in Katra, Jammu. These are the universities with which the academy has signed an MOU. They are also looking for other universities to sign such MOUs so that I don't have to travel from place to place. Now in this course, the first 4 days will be devoted to lectures on the circuits and the experiments that you will conduct, and then the remaining 10 days or 9.5 days you will spend both morning and afternoon sessions doing experiments, taking data, making the calculations. There are 17 workstations, but at each workstation you may do more than 1 experiment in 1 session. So total number of experiments you will do will be around 25, and our experience in the past 60 courses has been that no experiment failed. Nobody had to repeat an experiment at any time, though I have provided 1 class for repetition. This was not required. We have come out with a very detailed manual. The manual covers about 45 experiments, including optics, some advanced experiments and so on. We don't do these experiments when I go out of Bangalore because I can't. We have low temperature experiments. I can't carry equipment from place to place. So we do a standard list of 25 experiments, as I said, out of Bangalore. But in Bangalore, we will do other experiments, low temperature, optics, and so on. And we keep adding to the experiments year to year. In May of this year, we conducted the first refresher course on material science, where we showed participants how to make thin films using sputtering and evaporation, how to measure various properties like piezoelectric constant, superconductivity, and so on. So this course, we received 270 applications for 25 seats. So we thought that we will repeat the course when there is so much demand. In September, already people who were not selected for the first course, they were asked whether they would attend the second course in September, and there are 30 of them, and they have agreed. We will repeat the course in December and probably in February next year. Any of you are interested in attending this course, you will see the announcement on the Indian Academy website and you can make an application. We want to develop the material science course also in 1 year to a level where we'll come out with a standard kit which can be bought by the universities if they want to start a material science program. So I welcome all the participants to the course, and I hope that they will find this course useful. Thank you.
I offer a most cordial welcome to all the participants who have traveled from different colleges. Actually, I see a couple of people from other colleges. I offer a most cordial welcome to them to our campus. And I also see Dr. Sujata, who was our old colleague, who has left us for some other place. So welcome, madam. I also welcome Dr. Srinivasan to our campus. And when I discussed with Dr. Srinivasan, memories come to me about the wonderful days I spent in Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Often I used to walk through the HSB, Humanities and Science block, which we call at IIT Madras as HSB. And the most striking thing there is the low temperature laboratory dealing with liquid nitrogen and liquid helium. And the service rendered by people like Dr. Srinivasan are unparalleled. And it's worthy to note that he is a person of theoretical physics and also experimental physics. Actually, my guide for PhD used to give a joke. He was an experimental person, and he always used to say that Newton was born in the year Galileo died. But this is not to say that experiments are more important than theory. I hope you understood what is meant by this, because Galileo was an experimental person and Newton was a theory person. And what my guide meant by this was there can be theory only if experiments are there. But you can view it in another way also. In physics, many times you write differential equations which are unimaginable. You talk about particles which are difficult to imagine. But using all this, you make some theory, and then something is observed in the very basic senses. We are able to see something or feel something. And all this theory has to be proved by what actually happens, and what can be sensed. So, experiments are definitely very important. That is, ultimately we can conclude that way. And it's a great thing that this Academy of Sciences has brought out this 25 experiment kit, which can be used in different colleges. And that will bring some sort of standardization in many colleges. I should also tell something about our own institution for the sake of people who have come from other colleges. The campus here started in 2002 as an engineering school. And initially, this physics, chemistry, mathematics departments were supporting departments. But we always believed that engineering is something that's built on sciences. And is nothing but physics and chemistry. When that is applied to large number of people, and when some development is useful to a large number of people and is mass produced or mass applied, we call that engineering. So some of the deans here felt that the university should give more importance to basic sciences. And again, I recall Professor Achyutan. He is also a professor from IIT Madras, retired person. He's still in the ashram here. This Professor Achyutan, he's a mathematics person, and Professor KBM Namboodiripad, he was our dean at that time. And Dr. Namboodiripad is basically a mechanical engineer, but a great fascinator of mathematics and physics. So they gave shape to this integrated MSc course in physics and mathematics. And appreciating the fact that physics can be there only with mathematics, and mathematics is meaningful only when that is applied to physics. So such a great bonding is there between these two sciences. And then chemistry also started. Actually, this integrated MSc started in 2006. And the year, I think, 1 year later, the MSc course in chemistry started here. And so this college has become, the sciences departments of this campus has become as big as the engineering departments. And probably, the building is not able to withstand the growth of these departments, and soon you may find either the engineering or the arts and science pushed out of this building in another couple of years. I once again welcome all the participants, and I'm told that the 30 seats is fully booked, and a lot of our students are also coming, and they will all join when the program starts. I'm sure that this will be a high success. Thank you very much.
Om Namah Shivaya. At the outset, my congratulations to Dr. Nandakumar and Dr. Sundar Ganesh Sundaram for getting up this 2-week refresher course in experimental physics in our campus. Each of you who has made up your mind to participate can congratulate yourself for the right move and valuable step you have taken. I have no doubt that you will cherish it right through your career in physics. The time spent here will never be a waste. Many who know me do not know that physics was my first love. Later on, as it usually happens in great epics and wonderful stories, the marriage happened with English literature. But happily, I have not divorced physics. Here, I am actually grateful to Dr. Pillai, our principal, ASIS, for being away today so as to enable me to step into his shoes on this occasion. The reason is the embers of physics are still alive in my heart, and I am happy to feed them. Even now, I read up a few things in physics whenever possible, and really enjoy the reading. Only enjoy. The only difficulty is I am not able to understand much because of the head over heels jump science is making in recent times. But I pick up at least the new trends. That's where I have to stop. In literature, for example, I enjoy the masterpieces of authors. But you scientists and researchers are hands-on with and enjoy the masterpiece creation of the creator himself. I envy you there for that. Please make it a point to make the best of this course. I wish that you discover as you go along how big a jigsaw puzzle the cosmos is, with its intricate design and enchantingly endless variety. All of you have heard and read that knowledge is infinite and time at our disposal is short. The more we uncover, the more do we see newer areas of darkness awaiting investigation and attention. Alfred Tennyson, a poet in English, beautifully puts this concept. he talks about an archway, which is knowledge, and the world outside as the infinite knowledge. When we see from here, we see a little part of the world outside, and as we approach the archway, the world of knowledge outside, in our view, keeps growing as we move towards the archway. So that exactly is what is happening right now. I am reminded that India has a tradition which asserts that sweetness alone is the essence of Mother Nature. And our Chancellor, Mother Amritanandamayi, also reiterates that, adding the nectar of compassion to it. So strive to realize more of these two invaluable aspects of nature in the process of your search for truth and knowledge. Before I return the mic, I must admit that I cannot but admire our course director, Dr. Srinivasan, who, in spite of his age, is dedicatedly engaged himself to the great service of education as well as to the teaching fraternity. It's a pleasant pleasure also to know that both Dr. Nandakumaran and Dr. Ganesh Sundaram are proud students of Dr. Srinivasan. Indian tradition tells us that each of us has a genie in us which can work wonders when we put it to use properly. I wish this program helps you discover the truth of this. But don't stop there. Carry the torch forward and utilize the full power of that genie. In fact, it will also be a great service to the nation and to humanity. May Amma bless all of us to make greater strides in our quest. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Narayanan Kutty, Professor of Physics, to give a vote of thanks.
Om Amradeshwari Namaha. It's a great pleasure to thank the Professor Srinivasan for having taken his valuable time to educate us on experimental physics. And he has designed this experimental course by himself. So that's a very pressing requirement because, as you know, experiment is the backbone of physics. Any theory has to be validated by the experimental result. Therefore, experiment forms the basis of science in general. Experiment is actually, as you know, is experience expanded. So this exciting field is actually improving, and then we have a chance to learn much from the course. And I thank Professor Srinivasan for his inaugural lecture, and I also thank Professor Balakrishna Shankar for Associate Dean for agreeing to host this 2-week long course for supporting this program, and also Dr. G. Madhavan on behalf of Physics Department. I thank him for his special interest in approving this course. And then I thank Alex Varkey and other resource persons like Dhanya, Ramya, Roshma, etc. for agreeing to help Professor Srinivasan in conducting this course. I also thank the distinguished guests here, Professor V. Ramanathan and our Dr. Nandakumaran, head of the department. And I congratulate Dr. Ganesh Sundaram for taking initiative to conduct this program. So I look forward. I also thank ICTS department and General Administration department, multimedia team, electrical department, and the hostel wardens for all the support and help they have rendered. And I look forward to your continued support throughout this course in the coming days. I thank all the participants for coming here, and please I request you to make this program a great success. Thank you.